Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a reading for water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energies. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings and a link to the site is in the description. The letter A feels like a really big factor here. The letter A, they kind of seem like they know that you don't mess with them like that. Something is up to where somebody knows that you don't fool with them like that. Like you don't like the way that they get down, or you really don't want to be around them. It's almost like when they come around, you may leave. When they show up, you if they're present, you're not attending. Like whatever this is, somebody knows that their presence is the reason that you're not fooling with these people or this person. Okay. And it seems like the truth about this is starting to hurt somebody's feelings, or hurt that person's feelings specifically, because they have to accept the truth that their attitude is just intolerable. Like, because you may be one of the nicest people that they know, one of the sweetest people that they know. Not saying that you're a perfect person, but you come across as somebody with a pure intent. And they're starting to realize that if they're pushing you to a point to where you don't want to communicate with them or don't really want to fool with them like that, that they really need to work on themselves, or they really like were over the top with how explosive that their attitude was or their antics. So I think this individual has been very arrogant, very entitled, almost as if like they've had people around them that could replace you, replace your presence, but not the emotion. Okay? These people can replace your presence, but they can't fulfill this individual emotionally. Work, family, friend, or romantically. So now they're in a position to where they have to figure out if they want to just continue to act like these feelings don't exist, or to like gather themselves, stop being resentful, stop being arrogant, humble themselves, right? And have a genuine conversation about what has taken place and why you feel some type of way about them. Because it's not that you look like you're carrying the anger, the pain, the resentment, the sadness. It seems like you just like, don't fuck with me. You feel me? I'm cool. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to connect with you in that type of way. Like, just let's maintain our distance for security purposes. You feel me? Like, I will never knowingly welcome anybody into my life that I know has an ill intent towards me. And this person has repeatedly shown that they're not trustworthy, especially socially. Okay, like they're messy, they like to gossip, and they talk down on people who have less than them, or people who they think are broke, or people who they feel like that, like I would say, cannot benefit their life. They will talk down on these people, to these people, treat them as if they are beneath them. Okay? And I think somebody is now realizing that they are stuck connected to people who value money, looks, material over how people feel. And they're craving love. Like I said, work, family, friend, or romantically. So it's like, oh, you only got this and you only got that, and you only live here or there, and you only drive this or drive that. Like, they think like that. And that's why they're around all these broken, miserable people. Because these are the people that's trying to like replace, they're trying to fill the holes in their heart with material things, not love. So when you come into their life, do you think that they're going to try to put you in their heart? No, they put things in their heart, not people. So if you don't benefit their image, if you don't benefit their pockets, if they feel like you aren't on their level in some type of way, they will drop you like a bad habit, dismiss you like that. It is with ease, okay? Echoes. But that's why they're stuck unhappy. because they're realizing that the life that they chose comes with potentially everything that they could imagine, but it doesn't come with love. You know, like you're buying people's attention, you're buying people's love. These people are not attached to these people, places, and things because they want to be. I mean, they're because they love them. I'll say that. They're attached because they benefit them. You know what I mean? And I think somebody has spent a lot of time chasing things or people who like things, not people. People who want things, not love. You know? They got to accept that though. But it's like, it's like the person that chased fame instead of like wanting to be in a loving, healthy relationship. They chase clout and instead of valuing the person that was trying to love them and get them to settle down. You know what I mean? Like whatever this is, it's like their lifestyle was like 10 times more important to them than love and having a stable, healthy life. Or their image. So it's almost like, what are people going to think about me if I connect with you? What are people going to think about me if they find out that I get tarot readings? Like whatever this is, you feel me? Like that's how they think. Like what are people going to think about me if they find out that I'm with this person or I'm connected to these people or that you feel me? Like what are people going to think? Like that's how they think. So it's like, if that's how you think, I know I have to get away from you. You get what I'm saying? This person is stuck in a karmic cycle and they're going to have to repeat this life cycle because they have not grown. They have not evolved. They have not gone through any type of spiritual evolution to get out of this realm. And that's why I tell you all the time, like some of us have been here before. And this is our last go round. We know we got to get it right this time to make our exit out of this realm. And there are some people that still haven't learned the lessons that they need to learn from Saturn. So they'll be stuck in the karmic loop. So they will watch some of us exit karmic life cycles and wonder why they feel stuck in the same life. Why are they living Groundhog's Day spiritually and you seem to be flying all over the place, doing whatever? Why does your life look like it's full of glitter and gold despite you having less than what these other people have? Because they are more focused on living these lives for the images of other people, for the public. You get what I'm saying? Versus doing things that actually fulfill them. And that's the difference. I'm not going to, if I go buy me a new car, I'm not going to buy this car because I think, ooh, look, what people going to think about me when I'm driving it. No, I'm buying the car that I actually like and want for myself. You feel me? If I'm in a situation to where it's like, you get what I'm trying to say? Oh, I want to change my diet. I'm not changing my diet because it's like, ooh, people going to be so interested in this on social media. No, I'm changing my diet for the sake of my own health and wellness. Not because I care about having a following or trying to go viral or trying to portray myself as being something that I'm really not. You feel me? Like that's what they're doing. Like, oh, I'm doing this and doing that, whatever. But they're doing it for their followers. They're not doing it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? They're not really invested in these things. That didn't I say that? They do it for the likes. They do it for attention. But would you do it for the love? Would you do it for the love? And that's what I'm hearing, Fabolous. But like, for real, would you do it for the love? No, they would not do it for the love, you know? And I think that's where the issue lies, is that, you know, this if you wouldn't do something for free, is it something that you're really passionate about? And when I say that, I don't mean going to do work for people for free. But when I say that, I mean would you do this without looking for anything in return? Or are you doing this because you're looking for clout? Looking for somebody to pat you on the back and say, wow, you're a good person. What you doing this for? You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't step in and help nobody because I want them to see me like a good Samaritan. I'm going to step in and help them because I feel like that's the right thing to do. I don't give a damn what they think about me. You get what I'm trying to say? Those people that volunteer, oh, I'm going to feed the homeless. But like, they'll post all the shit that they doing feeding the homeless on social media. Like, why are you doing that? You're exploiting somebody's life. Because they're not doing it because they genuinely care about the homeless. They're doing it because they want you to think that they're a good person. Oh, I help them with this and I help them with that and I help with this and I help with that and I volunteer here and I volunteer there and I do this and I do that. That is their human self trying to validate that they're a good person to other human beings. But to spiritual people, we do not care about what your human self is doing because we can see your soul. So despite what our physical self has been through, despite what we've been through, despite what others have gone through, the soul speaks. So you know pure energy, regardless of how many scars somebody has on them. You know real. So you get those situations where it's like, oh my gosh, how could you be friends with somebody like that? How could you be with somebody like that? How could you talk to somebody like that? How could you be affiliated with somebody like that? Like all of that. Because you know the soul, you know the spirit. We all make mistakes in life. We all fuck up in life. And we all have the opportunity to receive salvation if we ask for that. But we have to ask for that genuinely. Not pretend to be saved, not pretend to be spiritual, not pretend to be healthy, not pretend to be real. You got to really live that. So it's a bunch of hypocrites, a bunch of frauds, pretending that they're Christians, pretending that they're saints, pretending that they're holy. You feel me? Like, you know how many Christians I done rolled up with in my lifetime? You know how many Christians I done sat and drank with in my lifetime? You know how many married folks I done had try to hit on me in my lifetime? You know how many, you get what I'm trying to say? Don't give a fuck who these people pretending to be. Who are they really though? The pastor got a side piece? Like, what? But this is the person or people that they will idolize over a tarot reader. Because you're a tarot reader and you're such a bad person because you're a tarot reader. But your pastor got a side baby. Like, let's be real. You get what I'm trying to say? These people will sit and judge you when your life may be righteous or more righteous than the people that they idolize. Because they're looking for a human leader instead of looking for a spiritual guide. That's the difference. So they will go mess with these people with the turbans and dashikis and the grand risings. They think that shit is real. And not to say some of them aren't real. Some of them are real. Okay? But some of them know how to play the part. They know how to dress for the position. And they know that you're just going to follow them blindly. If they start talking about this and talking like that and doing this and wearing that, people are going to automatically believe them and their fake ass persona, their fake ass identity. You feel me? They start telling you grand risings and you feel me? Like going to church every Sunday or whatever. You may start believing that this person is really a good person. But what are they doing? What I don't even say what are they doing in their spare time? What's their heart? Where's their heart? Have you weighed their heart? Have you seen their heart? Have they shown you their heart? You get what I'm saying? Has this person shown you love, compassion, genuinely? Not because they want you to brag about the things that they've done for you. Not because they want to brag to others about the things that they've done for you. Have they done things genuinely for you? Or did they do these things to feed their ego? You get what I'm saying? Are they feeding the homeless because they actually have a passion for taking care of others, for helping the needy? Or are they doing this because it's a media opportunity? You feel me? Are they really supportive of gay and trans? Or is this a trendy thing and they're just trying to, this is a media grab? You feel me? Like, are they really gay or lesbian? Or are they just pretending to be gay or lesbian because it's cool and this is going to give them a new identity? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, yes, that's all that's happening here. Is like these people are so lost. Like they pretending to be anything that they think is gonna get them attention. You know, they'll do anything or pretend to be anybody that they think is gonna get them attention. So water signs, I think there's this situation to where your authenticity, if you are the authentic energy in this situation, your authenticity has caused you to be isolated. It has caused you to feel like you may be alone in this world just amongst a whole bunch of fake competitive weirdos, like people that just don't feel like they've tapped into their spiritual selves at all. Like their higher selves, they haven't. Their lifestyles are just so like low vibrational. But that's what they like. You know what I mean? Like I say, all the twerking on the internet and just shit like that. If that's what they like, that's what they like. You know what I mean? Like, we're not meant to connect with humans. We're meant to connect with people who have tapped into their souls. Because the humans, they're going to lead us down the wrong path every trip. You feel me? Like, because they're being led by their physical vessel. You feel me? The lowest vibration, the lowest form of existence. They are being ruled by their physical body. They don't know how to move through spirit or maneuver in the spiritual realm. So even when we die, you feel me? They're not about to be around us. So it's like, what is it to connect with these people? Like, if we perish today, our soul's gonna be in two completely different places, bro. Your soul ain't gonna be nowhere on the realm that my soul is going to, and I know that. So what is it to kick it with you now? Like, what is it to have sex with these people? Like, what is it to, I don't know, like, what is it to hang with them? If they aren't going to do nothing but welcome destruction into our lives. Even if we're trying to stay on that narrow path, it's like they are the ones that could cause us to fall off. You know how long you've been climbing this ladder? You about to climb back down just to go kick it with somebody? Just to go, you know what I mean? Like, no thanks. Like, I put in too much work to get up here. I don't have time. If you don't have the stamina to climb up to where I'm at and talk to me on my frequency, talk to me on my level, to stimulate me mentally, spiritually, we just will not be connected at all. But guess what, though? You could still look up to me. I'm going to always be here to be an influence for you, to inspire you. But I'm not going to be side by side with you because that's not where I belong. And that's not where you should stay. You know, they got to understand that. That's not where they should stay either. So I'm going to keep climbing in hopes that it inspires you to keep climbing. In hopes that you understand that me ascending is not a matter of me leaving you behind. It's a matter of me climbing to the heights that God is asking me to get to. And if you aren't supportive of me on this journey and don't want to come with me on this journey, you will naturally be left behind. If you are afraid of heights, you will be left behind. If you are afraid of your spiritual self, you will be left behind. If you are afraid of the energy of God, the real God, okay, you will be left behind. I keep telling y'all, this is the rapture. This is the rapture. There is no pretending. There is no pretending. And I think these people now understand that they've been pretending to be everything that we actually are. Supporting the frauds. Or taking the energy of God and misusing its influence. We're not talking about God for clout or for aesthetic or for the people to believe that we're good people. You know what I mean? Like, God is within us. God is within us. So everything that we do involves God. It's impossible to not talk about God when God is inside of you. Thank you, God. Oh, you get what I'm saying? Like, everything. God help me. God be with me. God willing. These are phrases that we use all day, every day, and not in vain. We are extensions of Source. And some of us understand that on a higher level than others. And that's why in the Bible, you have certain characters, right, that were able to do supernatural things versus their peers who were regular humans, right? Some of us are the X-Men. And we become targeted individuals because of that. Some of us have given birth to the X-Men. And we know that they have the potential to be targeted because of that. Some of us were birthed by people who do not understand that we are the X-Men. So while they are reading about Moses and Noah and Job, and you get what I'm saying? They don't realize that they have birthed these same energies. They're related to these same energies. If you believe in God as a Christian and the Bible tells you Moses parted the Red Sea, why would you not believe that somebody in 2024 will have the same spiritual abilities? It makes no sense. It's because your pastor is not teaching you that God is within you. Your pastor is teaching you to find God outside of you. So you don't see God in other people. Because you don't see it in yourself. You ain't found it in yourself. You ain't instilled it in yourself because you ain't being taught how to. But guess who knows how to teach you how to do that? Hello. So where you can raise your frequency high enough to perform miracles, because the power of God will be bestowed upon you. Once you raise your frequency high enough to become a pure energy. Once God knows that you will use your powers with pure intent, ask God for help on or how to find that power, how to utilize that power, to figure out what you should be doing with it. You know what I mean? You're not telling me God chose Noah to warn others, hey, I'm about to build this ark. It's about to rain. Y'all better get on this ark. But you're in 2024. There's no modern day Noah. You mean to tell me that same God, y'all, that existed back then when Noah was alive doesn't exist right now? So people like Noah still have to exist. But you let these Christians tell it's blasphemous to talk like this. You let these religious people tell you going to hell for believing that God is within you. They're lost. They go to church every Sunday and still gonna be in hell. Because God is not in them people. Not to say all of them, God is not in a lot of them people. Including a lot of the people that be leading the congregation. So these people be led by the same false prophets that they're calling us. They're saying we are the false prophets, not realizing we are the ones that have helped people actually activate their God self. Not influencing people to do witchcraft. Not influencing people to take advantage of others. Influencing people to live healthier lifestyles. Influencing people to be kinder to themselves, to love themselves more than others. Teaching people how to find God within nature and not just within a building and a book every Sunday. There's work that we have put in that gets negated, or like people will almost like be skeptical of it because of who the messenger is. How many people you think laughed at Noah? When Moses said, let my people go, how many people you think believed that nigga was going to be able to be the only one that could set them free? You get what I'm trying to say? Who believed that he was going to be able to put his staff down and separate them waters like that? Who you think would have believed that if he said, hey, come on, we about to walk through this water? Like, nigga, what? We about to do what? Moses? Who would have believed that? In 2024, if somebody said, hey, I'm about to lead us to freedom, come with me, and they lead you to an ocean and say, let's go. Just walk. And you walk. Are you going to walk? Like, what? Even if you watch this man part this sea and watch a dry path be paved out to you and the waters are like walls next to you, are you going to walk through that? Do you trust that man enough to walk through that? Do you believe that God will send somebody specifically to help you in that type of way? And if you don't, are you really a believer? But I always tell people, like, that's the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion is believing. And with spirituality, it's a knowing. I know that I'm protected by God. I know that I'm favored by God. I know that I am chosen by God. I don't believe in God. I know God. I have connected with God. God lives within me. It is an energy that I know. I don't believe in it. I know it. Because I'm allowing myself to live through it. Talia is what I'm hearing. I don't know how that's going to resonate, but it just, I think these people just be so confused because it's almost like they think that their messenger is supposed to come to them in this specific form and don't realize, like, they pastor could be the Antichrist. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know who that person is or what they do or what they got going on, but you sitting and talking crazy about this person over here because of the way that they're dressed while they're giving you the message, or because of how much money they have, like, or because of what they look like. Like, you don't want to believe that they're the messenger from God, right? They don't want to listen. And that's why they're just going to continue to be led astray by people that they think looks the part versus people who actually have the gifts, the talent, the wisdom, the prophecy. Thank you so much. Wiz is what I'm hearing. Wiz. Thank you.